Alright YouTube, we're back with a video and we're on PSA's eBay page. Now, a video came up on Instagram about, they had a PSA card on here and they looked at it and it was like a 6 and it was labelled a PSA 10. So there's a big reel going around on Instagram. If you haven't seen it, you may come across it. So we're going to look at some of these cards on PSA's site. And for, let's say, 10 cards I've looked at, I do not believe that any of them are a 10. Apart from one that I will show you, which is a 10. So, for example, I've had to cut the screen down because I'm logged in, and I don't want to hide my details, I guess, yeah. So we're gonna look at this card. So this card is an amazing quality card, and in my opinion, you would go for the pristine. You would go for either the CGC pristine, the AGS platinum, or I can't really say go to BGS because BGS is basically owned by PSA now. So realistically, the back label is just PSA. So this is a pristine 10, right? There's no white specking all over the card. There's no damage. There's no edge wear. This is a pristine card. Okay. Now, if you look on their eBay and you take this one, I broke 2 of these on camera out of 2 packs, 2 Wade boosters, from 2 Marshadow Pink collection boxes. I bought 2 Mewtwo GXs on camera and basically got 2 PSA 10s in the same video. This card, my copy of this was fucking pristine to fuck. So anyway, I ended up selling mine, and this is a PSA 10. This is not a PSA 10, bro. A lot of these cards that these people are saying they're a PSA 10. You've got white speck in here. You've got fucking, what is all this shit here, bro? This looks like someone's just wiped their fingers on this or something. And then you got all this whitening up the side of the card, right? And then all this whitening here on the top of the card. So I have a 1999 Charizard PSA 9, and mine has some white specking on it like this. I might even send it to AGS and use the card cleaning service that they provide and see if any of the details come off or the defect, because then, the card would basically grade pristine, basically a 10, right? But I haven't decided yet. But, okay, so let's go back to this 10, which is a Charizard 10. Yeah, this is a Charizard 10, right? And you go to this, and where do you see all this fucking white shit? There's no white shit all over the back of the card, right? So where's all this white shit, right? So if you go back to look at the fucking state of this. How are you telling me that this is a 10? Like, does PSA even know how to fucking grade their own cards? The fact that you have this on your website is just insane, right? Okay, so you've got an old card. This is a coffin. This was the time that I was grading a lot of my cards around the 6 cert. You have dandruff in the case. Look at the fucking shit in the case, right? This card has got okay corners, and then till you go to the back, and then you're like, what the fuck is that? Like, what the fuck is this on the card? Like, I literally got a card the other day I literally got a card today, like a Pikachu from a box in 2017. And I opened it and I got I was like, I got all this shit all over the back. So, you've got noticeable edge wear on the corner, and you've got like some kind of surface scuffing all over the back of the card. Like, explain to me how this card is also a 10, right? So, let's go to another example. So, we'll go to this one. This is a Charizard 10 5 cert. This one's got a load of shit in the case. The fact that they're allowing this case to go out like that is just fucking disgraceful. This one, is good on the front, but the back is questionable, right? We've got, the whitening on the corner on the right. We've got a white spot here, some specking. We've got specking on the right side. We've got more specking on the right side. We've got a white dot on the right side. We've got a white dot, a white dot, a white dot there. We've got fucking edge wear here. Yeah. And then you've got a little white dot here. 2 white dots here. 2 doubles. Right. You've got a white dot, a white dot, a white dot, a white dot on the ball. Right. And then all this fucking speck in here too. So Explain to me how this card is a 10. Oh, right, okay, this one's an old cert, right? You can moan at me all you like on the video. Okay, let's go to this Dark Alakazam 1-3. 1-3 is very recent, probably going to be within, like, January time, yeah? You know, because they're already now on to 1-4. So, you know, we have this, like, right, look at the corner on the top, this picture right here, yeah? And then look at the top right corner. The top right corner and the top left corner are, like, pristine. And then you look at the top, you know, you look at this corner here and on the bottom, and then you look at this right side and you're like, what the fuck is that cut? Like, it's like got a curve into the cut of the card like this, yeah? And then you go to the back, and then this is where you're gonna laugh. So you've got all this white specking all over the top of the card here, right? More white specking on the right corner edge, on the right corner. Then you've got some whitening here on the side, and then you've got some fucking edge wear. Right, you've got, looks like it's been re-inked with a fucking blue marker pen here, yeah, and then look at this, the corner, you know, you've got wear on the corner here, right, so, and then you've got this white scratch here, so then you've got some kind of scratch on the card, or in the label, or, you know, it may be on the case, but it probably on the card, and it's like, okay, this is a 10, like, you know, this is just absolutely bonkers to me, you know, this is a 10. And then you've got a Mewtwo here, which is, you know, from the 5 cert. And then, okay, guys. This is graded by PSA, though, bro. This is graded by PSA. PSA is supposed to have a reputable region that, you know, any card that was graded to in that time. So they don't have all the shit here, right? So let's go back to, you know, the Charizard, which is, you know, this one. So you have all this shit in the case here, right? And then you go back to this Mewtwo and there's no shit in the case. And then you go to this side and you're like, well, look at the white specks all over the card. Like, you guys have to send in cards. Like, you're basically playing a dice roll right now. You know, you're basically playing Russian roulette with a dice. When you're, you know, grading cards with PSA. Because the fact that you're entering, you know, a dice roll. If you go back and look at this Charizard, the quality of 10s that they will give you a 10 is what they want you to send in a card like this. Okay, so if they want you to send in the card like this, then why the fuck is this the card not being regraded in 8? Due to all the white shit on the back of the card. Look, a re-inking. That's a perfect example of recoloring right there. Yeah, you know, this is edge wear, corner wear. It really is fucking disgraceful. Like, look, they want you to send in quality cards like this Charizard on a dice roll to get a 10, and then this card is a 10, and then the fact that you go back and look at the Mewtwo and you think, what the fuck are they smoking, bro? This is why, guys, I think people are gonna like knock AGS, say AGS is shit or whatever, but explain that you don't see none of that on these cards. Or you don't see anything. Like, look at Mama Champ, yeah. And then, okay, so you see my Crown Zenith. So for anybody who's seen my Crown Zenith card, right? My Crown Zenith card. So this one got a 10, right? This one got a 10. Okay, this is a Gem Mint 10. So you've seen my quality of my card, right? Before I ended up breaking mine. And then look at the fucking edgeware. Look at all the edgeware down the side. Look at all that edgeware. Look at all that edgeware, and it stops about there. Do you know what I mean? And this is a 10. Oh, right, okay, this is a 10. Like, this is not a 10. Now, this is why I said about PSA. If you are going to grade your cards with PSA, and they change their grading standards around 1.1, then it makes every card before 1.1 unavailable, not to be graded. They all need to be re-slabbed. Every single one needs to be re-slabbed with the new certified standards. So, it's like, for example, I reached out to CGC and I asked them, you know, what does it cost to regrade a card that is holded at 9.5, you know, to get them upgraded to a 10. They said to me, oh, you have to pay £9 a card. I'm like, why would I pay £9 a card and pay twice when I can just regrade the card and get the card regraded as a 10 anyway? Do you know what I mean? By a different company, or, you know, it's like there's no point in paying again and then paying shipping. You might as well just regrade the card, makes more sense just to regrade the card, right? So for example, you know, this 10, so this 10 is on eBay. You can buy an AGS 10 right now on eBay for £15, right? And you pay free shipping off a guy in the UK, and they're charging $28 shipping just to ship this card. So you're paying a base price of like $29, and you can go on eBay and buy an AGS one, right? Which is probably more pristine than the fucking PSA one. Because I bet there's shit on this. You know, I bet there's a fucking dint in this card, and they'll give it a 10 just so they can sell it on their page, right? So thanks for watching my video, guys. If you like this type of content, you know, like the video, subscribe, and we'll fucking see you in the next one of looking at more PSA slabs on their website. Because this is a conflict of interest with PSAs selling their own cards, just like Ace is selling their own cards, or oh, I'm grading cards with Ace Grading, but Ace Grading's my company. Yeah, oh, okay. You're not grading with anyone then, really, are you? You're grading by yourself. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.